Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hot News channel. I hope you are having a wonderful day, evening, or whatever time of day you are watching this video. Thank you for joining me. I'm honored to have you. Tonight's episode is about big news. President-elect Donald Trump has some great news. And I have to say one thing, people have been seeing what's going on for a long time. They understand the situation and follow the developments because politics has a direct impact on their daily lives. Today we will look at why Trump continues to be an important figure in the political arena, despite all the attempts to discredit him. Over the past few years, the U.S. political scene has undergone significant changes. Donald Trump has been at the center of many high-profile lawsuits. His name has been in the headlines, and public opinion has polarized around him. Yet, despite endless lawsuits, fines, and attempts to discredit his reputation, the people continued to see the truth. People watched these events, analyzed what was happening, and understood the forces behind it all. Trump's critics predicted his defeat, claimed that his political career was over, and tried to shape public opinion against him. However, the reality turned out to be different. He was elected the next president of the United States. Why? Because people are hungry for change and do not want to put up with the established system, which in their opinion no longer works for the benefit of ordinary citizens. They want to see a leader who will protect their interests, not the interests of the elite.
Carson, we just got a Truth Social from the president-elect. I'm just going to read part of it because it is quite long and it is quite hard. He says, "There has never been a president who was so evilly and illegally treated as I. Corrupt Democrat judges and prosecutors have gone against a political opponent of a president, me, at levels of injustice never seen before. Corrupt judges or judges so blinded by their hatred of me and my political ideology to make America great again are making a mockery of the United States judicial system." Well, it goes on, by the way, but the bottom line is there's so many grounds for appeal on this case. First of all, the way it was brought by the local DA here, Alvin Bragg, and the way it was tried, a lot of areas in which it could be appealed. Is there any way to fast track that appeal before the president is inaugurated? Or
check out this video. In my opinion, all the obstacles that have been put in place for Trump have only strengthened his position in the end. The people saw the game being played against him and drew their own conclusions. People realized that their lives have not gotten better in recent years, and the problems have only gotten worse. They do not trust official statements and prefer to be guided by their own observations. Donald Trump, despite all the difficulties, did not give up. He continued to fight, held his head high, and spoke confidently about his intentions. He repeatedly emphasized at rallies, in interviews and podcasts that change was necessary. He explained the steps he would take to improve the country, and his words resonated with millions of citizens. People are tired of economic instability, rising prices, and uncertainty. They want affordable housing, fair food prices, reasonable taxes. They want confidence in the future and a stable income that will allow them not only to survive, but to live with dignity. Many now feel that their salaries do not cover even basic needs, and this causes frustration and resentment. The economic situation is affecting every family. Many are thinking about how to secure their future, how to give their children a decent education, how to avoid debt. These questions are of concern to millions of Americans, and that is why the people supported Donald Trump. He was able to express their aspirations and offer an alternative to what is happening now. The political elite did not expect this result. Many thought they would succeed in preventing Trump from returning to power, but the people made their choice. This choice was not based on the words of opponents, but on the real problems that ordinary people face every day. We must also consider the impact of social media and alternative media. In the age of digital information, traditional media no longer have a monopoly on news. People can get information from different sources, analyze facts, and form their own opinions. It is because of this that despite the massive information campaign against Trump, he has been able to maintain and even strengthen his support among the people.
Well, the great irony in all of this is that I don't think anyone did more to help elect Donald Trump president of the United States than Alvin Bragg and Tish James.
Yeah.
In both cases, you had two rogue prosecutors who decided that when they were running for office, that they were going to go after Donald Trump. They said it. They ran on it. And then, in fact, did it. And in both cases, the charges make no sense. In the case of Alvin Bragg, he took what would have amounted to, at worst, a violation of the FEC and turned it from a federal case into a state case and from a misdemeanor into a felony. That alone, the way this case was brought, it should have been thrown out.
It is also important to note that his policy is focused on economic growth, job recovery, and strengthening the position of the U.S. on the world stage. The economy has been going through tough times in recent years, but many believe that Trump is the one who can turn things around for the better. His ideas about lowering taxes, supporting small businesses, and developing industry resonate with millions of citizens. The future of the country depends on the path it takes next. People want to see actions, not just words. That is why the figure of Donald Trump remains so important in American politics. The question now is what steps he will take next and how the situation will develop in the coming months. Share your opinion in the comments. How do you assess the current situation? What changes, in your opinion, are necessary? Do you support Trump's policies or do you have other views? Let's discuss it together. That was our issue today. Thanks for being with me and see you in the next video. Take care.